The Seattle Seahawks are heading back to the Super Bowl, and it is in a large part due to Sam Darnold's resurgence at the quarterback position over the last 2 years. It took everything out of Darnold in this one in order to go beat a great Los Angeles Rams team where they had the best offense in the NFL, where Seattle was quite overmatched defensively the last two times these two teams played, and it took Darnold's arm in order to help this team advance to the Super Bowl. So far in the playoffs, he has 470 passing yards and 4 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. Over the last 2 years, he is 28-6, is averaging nearly 250 yards per game, and he's nearly averaging 2 touchdowns per game. That is a far cry from his first 6 years, where he had a record of 21-35, averaging 182 yards per game and under 1 touchdown per game. He's the first quarterback in the 2018 class to make the Super Bowl, which included Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, as well as Baker Mayfield. Darnold's career turnaround has been one of the greatest success stories of recent memory, and let's take a look at the film and see how Darnold was able to exploit this Rams defense on Sunday. Now, this was the first drive of the game for the Seattle Seahawks, and here's the throw that got Sam Darnold in rhythm in order to have this career game. He's going to have a very clean pocket here, but this is an insane ball on the first drive of the game for 51 yards to Rashid Shaheed. Clean pocket right there. Darnold fires up. Hadn't thrown any deep balls in practice, and then hits Rashid Shaheed in stride. And this is exactly what's going to jumpstart an offense to have a great day against the Rams defense coming off of a very strong performance against the Chicago Bears. After a touchdown drive and then a field goal with Kenneth Walker having a significant impact on both those drives, Sam Darnold hitting JSN a few times. One of the things that Darnold excelled with in this ballgame was his ability to throw under pressure. Now, across Darnold's first 2 games against the Rams this year, Darnold threw for 0 touchdowns and 3 interceptions while under pressure. On a play like this, Darnold found success finding guys that were open and taking what was necessary and completing passes. He was 5 of 11 for 102 yards and a career high, 3 touchdowns against the Rams in the NFC Championship game. Good pocket maneuvering. Look at that right here. Moves his feet well, keeps his eyes downfield, and finds JSN for a big-time 16-yard gain and another first down. Another play right here where Sam Darnold shows some elite pocket presence and fires a deep shot to JSN. Like I said, Darnold hadn't thrown any passes over 20 yards in practice entering this week with his injury. He's going to get some time to heal that up, but he was on target on every single deep ball, it felt like last night. And this is not an easy throw by any means. What he's going to have to do here is he has a clean pocket right now, right? This is good. But what he does going to have down in this bottom part of his screen on the left side is he's going to have some pressure there. But what Darnold did a good job is he kept his eyes downfield again, stepped up in the pocket, and delivered a dart between 2 safeties to JSN, who is unstoppable right now at 100 yards in the first half, and his chemistry with Sam Darnold is off the charts right now. This duo is a big reason why they are heading to the Super Bowl. While Sam Darnold was dominant in this one, we got to give Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks offense coordinator, his flowers as well. He was very good in this one. What you're going to see on this play is these 4 Rams defenders. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. All these guys are going to drop deep, and they're going to have a deep zone. What you're going to see from these guys right here is these guys are flat defenders, right? So basically what Kubiak is going to do is he is going to isolate his best receiver who went in motion on this play in his backfield, JSN, and it's going to be basically an option route for Sam Darnold to pick and choose where he wants to go with this football. As you watch on this play, JSN is wide open, and it's a walk-in touchdown right before the half and re-secures the momentum for the Seattle Seahawks. So why did this work? Let's look at the concept, right? You see right here, right? This linebacker is going to let this pass off because it goes past his face, and he's still got to be responsible for this middle part of the field. This flat defender is going to take Cooper Kupp right here on the stick route, and once JSN moves past here, these 2 guys are going to be responsible for JSN, right? And I believe that is Rashid Shaheed. So let's make this a little bit more clear and go a little bit farther into this play. You see right here, right? This defender carries this up the field a little bit in a deep post route with JSN sneaking right behind for that wide open touchdown. This is a bind of concept, and Clint Kubiak absolutely cooked on this play, putting these 2 guys into rest and leading to a wide open touchdown for the most targeted player in the NFL this year. I've shown a ton of JSN highlights. I've highlighted Clint Kubiak, and I've shown Sam Darnold throw some dots on this play. And you might be saying, well, Sam Darnold might still be a merchant of the situation around him, then explain this play right here where he faces pressure and then throws an absolute dot to Jake Bobo over the middle of the field. Bobo had 4 catches coming into this game. This was actually an insane route by him, but Darnold making this throw under pressure is absurd. He's right here, clean pocket, right? This route is still developing. He's going to go with a little stick and then an up towards the middle of the field, and Darnold has to fit this into a window with some pressure in his face right now. He's getting drilled, and he has this tiny window right here where he's going to have to fit this in, and he does exactly that. Just take a look at that ball. On the dot, on the money, Jake Bobo is in the end zone for a touchdown. To top off Sam Darnold's tape here, he did something too that was impressive for me. He's been keeping his eyes downfield the entire game, and while he did have, a few sacks in this one, he's able to keep his eyes downfield, and he's also able to extend the play with his legs when it is needed. Having this type of combination is what allowed Patrick Mahomes to win a few Super Bowls in this era, and if Sam Darnold makes plays like this, he's basically unstoppable. Can't succumb to pressure. He's making darts down the field, and he's got his legs as an extra element to go out and get a first down when his team needs it most. The tape doesn't lie. This wasn't just a game where Sam Darnold was carried by his elite defense and the playmakers around him or Clint Kubiak at offensive coordinator. Darnold made the throws under pressure when he needed to, having a career-high 3 touchdown passes when under pressure. That was his biggest knock entering this game, is that the Rams were able to get after him in his previous matchups, and he had a lot of turnovers. He completely flipped the script, was well under pressure, and made the throws in tight windows that he needed to in order to advance to his first Super Bowl appearance. Now, Seattle is favored heading into the Super Bowl, but anything can happen, and Sam Darnold has proven that he might just be a consistent top 10 option and was easily the best signing in free agency this offseason. And who knows, maybe Vikings fans are regretting, and the Vikings front office are regretting letting him walk with what he's been able to do in Seattle. All in all, though, whether or not Sam Darnold wins this game, his career resurgence is something that we should all remember for a long time, to not completely write off these really talented guys in super bad situations. Let them get some good coaches and see what can happen over the course of their careers. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Blitz Sports Media content, and I'll catch you guys next time.